Well, we looked for a church for a long time and listened to a lot of sermons and visited a bunch of churches. We were local, moved away and then moved back, and we're looking for a particular kind of church, I think. When we lived in Boston, we didn't realize at the time how diverse all of the church, many of the churches are there. It's just because it's a city. It's by nature it's diverse. And when we moved back here, we didn't realize how segregated it is here. And so when we walked through the door and saw the worship team and looked around, it felt like home because there were so many different kinds of people, and that's what the church is supposed to be. That's what God's kingdom is. So anyway, I think what brought us here was probably the diversity and also Pastor Vince and listening to one of his sermons. We were looking online, listened to a sermon online, and could immediately sense that he was a man that we would want to. The things that he said were things that we knew we wanted in our life. And yeah, for however long we were going to be here, we knew that for as long as we would be here, that it would be good for us as a family and us as a married couple and us as individuals. So, yeah.
I think, again, it's a place where I can be real about my spiritual life. I don't have to be, as I just said, shiny and perfect in order to be loved or accepted. And the only way to really address and deal with sin or growing more spiritually close to God is to be able to be real and to learn have fellowship. So that is what grace is to me.
When I walked through the door and I looked around and we had experienced a few Sundays, at some point I found myself saying to my wife and my in-laws, it's like this church forgot that church is a lot more fancy and flashy now.